Yo, Ak, is that you, nigga? What you doing, Steady's ass?
I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all know me, I'm anti-tricking. But I ain't gonna lie, that's the first time I like talk to a chick. Yo, bro, she's a pro. Like, I see why she got 50, Diddy, all of them. Almost got me, like, almost like logged into my account and sent her some bread. Like, yo, she make you feel all good inside. If you ugly, she make you feel like you
I'll tell every man in the world, do not fuck with a popular girl. Do not fuck with a popular girl. I've done it before.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm saying I'm slightly disappointed in 50 Cent is because I bigged him up on his show about him being the king troll of them all. And he's being out trolled right now by Akademiks, and I can't believe he's so quiet. And Ak is literally, like, he's even shocked. Like, yo, let me crack for 10? Like, he's shocked. Like, he's probably like, this nigga girl, this is an airhead. She's an airhead, but you should not have babies with airheads. And I think that's probably why he's not responding. As I talk about it more, he's like, man, this 50 Cent is considered top 3 smartest men in hip-hop history. You know, like, and you pick her to have a child with?
Welcome back to Buzzbuster. One commentator laid it out bluntly. Never mess with a popular girl. He's done it before. And right now, he's slightly disappointed in 50 Cent because he built 50 up as the king troll of hip-hop. And here he is getting out-trolled by Adin Ross without saying a word. His theory? The shock isn't about the situation. It's about who's involved. Daphne Joy might be an airhead, in his words, but you don't have kids with airheads. That's probably part of why 50's staying quiet the more people talk about it. And the irony's not lost on anybody.
Bro, but you know Akademiks gonna get off that Henny bottle, he gonna get on the stream, and he gonna start typing up, searching everything and go off on them rants. He gonna put them under that microscope, like, and he gonna get his whole minions on 50 head. So I think 50, like,
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, he, like, if Ak have a scandal, like you were saying, then I think he will start trolling.
No, 50, take it like a player. You had a child from a sex worker. I mean, she a sex worker.
50 Cent, one of the top 3 smartest men in hip-hop history, and this is who he had a child with. He kept going, half joking that Daphne Joy is clearly good at what she does, pointing to her past with 50 and Diddy as proof, and admitted he could see the appeal, joking he'd almost sent her money himself. But he predicted 50 wouldn't stay silent forever. Eventually, he said, 50 gets off the Hennessy, hops on a live stream.
I want to say this. If you're a man, don't be with a woman that's impressed by what you have.
Oh, yeah.
Be with a woman that's impressed by you. Because if you're with a woman that's impressed by what you have, someone can always impress her and get in a room with her. And when a man crowns a woman a wife, ex-wife, mother of my child, he's crowning her a jewel in his life.
I think 50 is, I like what somebody said, 50 is waiting, and we sometimes irrationally think emotionally, and he's probably just waiting.
Can't believe 50 Cent is not like that. To me, that tells me, in my opinion, that says he really cared about it. Or he don't want to hurt his son. Something is making him not go nuclear, because the guy that we know 50 to be,
He would go nuclear. Right
what?
now. But I think it's his son.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with his son.
Yeah, there you go.
Has to. Because 50 loves his son. And, you know.
Starts digging through everything and goes full rant mode, putting Adin under a microscope and sending his whole army after him. Still, his read was that 50's holding back specifically to avoid the fallout, unless Adin catches his own scandal, and then it's over for him. That same conversation dug up an older exchange, Ross telling 50 to take it like a player, bringing up the mother of one of 50's kids and her past work as a sex worker. Somebody dropped some relationship wisdom right in the middle of it. Don't be with the woman impressed by what you have. Be with one impressed by you.
50 Cent, after your first album with Diamond, no one around you thought it'd be a good idea to renegotiate that horrendous contract you was in? Well, who got worse, man? Who got worse?
And also, to your point, right? I think we said this last time we were here. Akademiks is always online. He's online every night, and he's talking for hours. Whereas 50, he has a lot of power, and he could post a picture maybe 3-4 times in a day. It's going to catch a wave.
For sure.
But I don't know if that's going to beat a nigga talk.
But my thing is 50 is fucking with Jay and Beyonce. You fucking with Tip and his wife. You fucking with everybody. And now this dude is back fucking with you, and you ain't said nothing.
Man, you gotta remember, man, 50 and Floyd real cool, right? So he has picked up maybe pick your battles.
Yes.
He not gonna fight everybody. He not gonna fight people he think that can beat him. Like
that, and he'll also blow Akademiks up even more. Like, Akademiks is popular, but like 50 would shoot him through the moon.
Yeah.
Because anybody can walk in and impress somebody with money. When a man makes a woman his wife, his ex-wife, the mother of his child, he's crowning her a permanent fixture in his life. That kid grows up loving both parents no matter what gets said publicly. The consensus? 50's probably just waiting for the right moment, not staying quiet out of indifference.
Just hours after his birthday, 50 was back in the headlines. He officially turned 51 on July 6th, and people wasted zero time revisiting everything he's built. Say what you want, the numbers don't lie. Globally, 50 Cent's reportedly moved the equivalent of over 60 million albums, and that's on figures that haven't even been updated in years, meaning the real number's probably even bigger. His footprint goes way past music at this point. Business, TV, a brand that stayed relevant year after year.
I just want to say this. If you're a man, don't be with a woman that's impressed by what you have.
Oh, yeah.
Be with a woman that's impressed by you. Because if you're with a woman that's impressed by what you have, someone can always impress her and get in a room with her. And when a man crowns a woman a wife, ex-wife, mother of my child, he's crowning her a jewel in his life, right? Whether he likes to believe it or not, because that child is going to grow up, and no matter what, that child is not going to not love his mother. That child is going to love it. Like how Lil Ball was like, hey, I'm cool with my dad, but hey, my mom I love both of them. It's just, that's the game. You're going to play that game. You know what I mean? I just think that, like, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw Ak fucking with Daphne, I said, 50 about to end this dude. And 50 didn't say nothing. That's why I was like.
Let you know, 50, take it like a player. You had a child from a sex worker. I mean, she a sex worker.
Wow, like, I'm surprised.
Now don't sleep. Now 50 could be waiting on his moment too now.
I really do think he's sitting on it. He's a Cancer, you know.
He might be playing chess.
Yeah.
He might be playing chess, right?
Always
but it's one scandal away from 50 just going.
But my thing is you made an entire documentary around Puff because he was hitting her.
His name alone still sparks debate the second something connected to him drops, which brings us to the actual story. Media personality Ray Daniels weighing in on the viral moment between Aiden Ross and 50's former partner Daphne Joy after the two were spotted on what a lot of people are calling a date. That situation spread instantly, fans debating from every angle what happens next. Daniels floated his own theory on the silence, that it says something real, that 50 genuinely cares or doesn't want to hurt his fun, and something's clearly holding back the explosion everybody expects from him. He tied it straight to 50's son. Someone else brought up 50's own history, how after his first album with Dr. Dre, nobody around him thought to renegotiate that brutal early contract.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But Akademiks is an easier target than Puff.
No, I don't think so. But Akademiks sits there for people pay Akademiks thousands of dollars to shut up. They pay him to shut up. Like, please don't say my album sucks. Please. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they pay him to be quiet.
I think 50 is. I like what somebody said. 50 is waiting, and we sometimes irrationally think emotionally, and he's probably just waiting. And he's also probably thinking of his son. Like this is his son. Like he loves that little boy.
And that little boy probably loves his mama. And now you, bro.
That's why he's probably he's just waiting for Ak to fuck up.
Adding half joking, who got worse, man? They also pointed out Aiden posts nonstop, talking for hours every single night, while 50 might drop a picture 3 or 4 times a day. Enough to catch a wave, but maybe not enough to beat somebody who never logs off. Still, everybody agreed. 50 has a long track record of clapping back on trending topics in his own style, so plenty of people expected something eventually. One person pointed out 50's beefed with Jay-Z and Beyonce, with T.I. and his wife, with basically everybody. And now somebody's actually involved with somebody from his own life, and he said nothing. Somebody else pushed back. 50 and Floyd Mayweather are genuinely tight, so maybe he's just picking his battles, not trying to fight everybody at once. Maybe worried going after Aiden just blows Aiden up even bigger given how popular he already is.
Tell every man in the world, do not fuck with a popular girl. Do not fuck with a popular girl. I've done it before. As soon as you piss her off, she goes on her Instagram and say, I'm mad. And she got 500 guys on her money and time and everything. It's just don't fuck with a popular girl, fellas. Get you a girl that's out the way, that wants to have kids and be a mother and not be in the middle of it. Because, I am disappointed that 50 didn't say nothing, but it really fucks with me, though. Because it's like, damn, Daphne, like, you don't even want to hold the brand. You don't even care about the brand that I am. Like going from 50 Cent to Puff is like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You and your friend circle. But going from 50 Cent and Puff to Akademiks, it just shows that you don't care about money over everything for you.
Curtis. You're so infatuated with my lifestyle.
Rose, the history with you and 50, is it better now? You guys now friends? Like, do you guys talk now, or is it still no relationship?
Nah, homie, Wash. We've never been cool.
From day one?
No.
Daniels admitted he was one of the people expecting 50 to say something, especially since moments like this are exactly the kind 50's built a whole reputation on capitalizing off of. He repeated the same relationship line: don't be with somebody impressed by what you have, be with somebody impressed by you. Because a kid raised in that situation grows up loving both parents regardless of the public noise. He admitted his first reaction seeing Aiden with Daphne was that 50 was about to end this dude. And the fact that 50 said nothing genuinely surprised him. The story blew up fast across podcasts, live streams, and social media. Everybody wondering if this turns into another headline for one of hip-hop's biggest names. Daniels laid out why a response felt almost inevitable, floating that 50 might just be waiting for his moment, playing chess, not checkers, one more scandal away from going off. Somebody brought up 50's own Diddy documentary as proof of how seriously he takes stuff like this.
Daniels said he genuinely expected 50 to jump in almost immediately.
Yo, Rose, what is your true relationship with Drake?
Nah, the love is genuine, and it's been like that for close to a decade now, since he came in the game. You know what I'm saying? When Drake was just getting on the team, being in Miami, needed a record, I moved for him the same way I moved for him.
Listening to this, homie, listen to me. My nigga, shine. I don't want to see you lose. No real nigga want to see you lose. That ain't what nigga about. This culture, this game, this rap shit, this ain't what it's about. I don't want to see you lose. When I was the #1 nigga in the rap game, I showed niggas love.
Being a hoe is when they
I would. I let them knock the Mario coins out of me. I would. And it's good. I speak across the room.
To me.
So love.
Montana done came to me and we done had conversations, nigga. Listen, we ain't on no I'm not on no disrespectful. Montana real. Ricky Rose, you know me. You know I love to be disrespectful. That's what I am. But my nigga, listen, it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than rap, homie. This the first time I said this. Montana with you the long way.
Given his track record of engaging the second his name or anybody connected to him becomes part of a trending topic, somebody pushed back, arguing Aiden's actually a harder target than people think, joking people literally pay Aiden real money just to keep quiet. The second Aiden was spotted with Daphne Joy, social media exploded. Speculation, jokes, comment sections flooded with people wondering if 50 posts something or handles it his own way. The running theory? 50's waiting. People act on emotion over logic sometimes, and thinking about his son is probably part of what's keeping him quiet. The kid loves his mother no matter the public narrative, and 50's likely just biding time until Aiden slips up on his own. Daniels felt this was exactly the kind of story that naturally catch 50's attention, purely because of how fast it spread, even pulling in people who don't usually follow celebrity gossip at all, which circles right back to the "don't mess with a popular girl" warning. Upset a woman with real online influence, and one post mobilizes hundreds of people instantly. Safer to find somebody who wants a quiet life off the radar. There was real disappointment in that conversation that 50 hadn't said anything. One person admitting it genuinely bothered them, arguing going from feuding with 50 to feuding with Diddy makes sense reputation-wise, but going from those two down to Aiden Ross says a lot about priorities. Despite all the predictions, people kept waiting. Would 50 actually address it, or just let the headlines roll without him? This was never really about one dinner or one sighting. It's about the tangled history connecting everybody involved, and how fast fans link separate storylines together. Every new photo, comment, or podcast clip triggered another wave of reactions. Thousands of people reading between the lines. Some thought a response was inevitable. Others thought the internet was manufacturing drama out of nothing.
Day, me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white. I want to do ASMR music minus Drake vocals. So no Drake vocals.
Decide to tell the DJ not to play Drake's vocals on Aston Martin music.
Let's enjoy it without him. If they want it, let them sing it, and that's cool too. But yeah, my DJ minus that. Let's go. And that old ass jet you got, they gave it to you free. That's a 1978. Be safe on that, Drizzy. Be safe on that plane. That old God is great. Y'all need to pray for Drake and tell him, park that old ass plane. It's a 1978 cargo jet. People gave it to him free for promo. And I ain't hating, but be safe. If something was to happen to you and I couldn't tell you this, be safe. And anybody getting on it, be safe, man. Wear your seat belts and make sure the oxygen thing's in there, because that shit was just for luggage. Thank you, everybody, for all the prayers, but I'm going to tell you, we on the jet and I'm seeing the fighter jet. I see his nose. It's like Tom Cruise from Top Gun. I seen his nose. I'm seeing him in the cockpit. And I'm like, damn. I see his cheeks and nose going back from the G-force. I'm like, damn. And then, hey, man, it happened. You know what I'm saying? I can't say what happened, but it happened. Come on, white boy. But we safe, everybody.
Daniels pointed out expectations around 50 are just different because people have watched him turn online moments into full entertainment arcs over and over. That reputation alone kept people refreshing their feeds, waiting for whatever post shifts the conversation next. Rick Ross wasn't staying quiet either. He used the moment to drag his own long-running feud with 50 right back into the spotlight. Asked point blank if things had improved between them, Ross was blunt. No, never been cool, not since day one. Pushed on why, given they're both heavyweights in the same game, Ross ran through the usual list. 50's fashion sense, the fact that 50 doesn't own his masters and needed Eminem and Dre to basically save his career, while Ross insists he built his own lane through slip and slide with nobody handing him anything. Said he wasn't talking down on 50 for living in a 2-bedroom apartment, just noting that he does, which says something depending who you ask. Brought up 50's Diddy documentary too, arguing that even though it hit #1 and stayed there for weeks, 50 doesn't actually own any of it, just collects a flat check with his name attached.
These two have been trading shots for years.
What's up? You gonna press us out in our f***ing city, nigga? What's up? Back up, nigga. What's up, bro? Come on. What's up? Why you want me right now? Come on, man. What's up?
Fat ass ain't throwing no blows. Man, Will, they swung on your fat. You ain't done. You stood your fat ass back, man. Your scary ass. Your big fat scary ass stood back. Looking good now from this angle.
Turning it into one of hip-hop's most talked about beefs. So nobody blinked when Ross jumped in the second the Aiden and Daphne story started spreading. As clips circulated from live streams and social media, the old rivalry folded right back into the bigger conversation. One thing that kept coming up, a lot of fans call 50 a bully, but the counterexample people point to is Ross himself. Specifically, a podcast appearance with Fat Joe, where talk turned to older rappers being washed up. Ross reportedly jumped straight to naming 50, at one point holding up an expensive ring, supposedly worth $1 million, joking about smacking somebody with it. Fat Joe reportedly shut it down instantly, telling Ross that's not what the conversation was about, that he was reaching. Ross then apparently pivoted to describing Uncle Murda by his appearance. The point people kept making, when 50 responds to something like that, it's bullying, but the instigating comments never get the same scrutiny. In an older, separate clip, 50 addressed the whole industry attention dynamic more broadly, arguing some people mistake manufactured hype for real excitement around a release, and that kind of attention dies the second the buzz fades, unlike his own staying power. Made it clear nobody controls him, and going after somebody publicly is just something he enjoys doing. Nothing new, business as usual.
During one live stream, Ross fired off a series of comments aimed at 50, including the claim that your baby mama is a sex worker. Again, that's Ross's claim in the middle of an ongoing feud, not a verified fact about Daphne Joy. It spread fast. Blogs and podcasts and reaction channels all debating whether it crossed the line or it was just more of the same personal back and forth these two have run for years. In that same stretch, somebody asked Ross if he actually wants problems with people. He said no, doesn't go looking for it, but if a problem comes to him, it's no problem at all. Somewhere in the middle of all this, Ross also got questioned about mowing his own lawn, confirming, yeah, people nearby know when the weather's right because they see the tractor out, a real John Deere. Tinted windows, radio, AC. Asked how many acres he's covering, he wasn't totally sure. Guessed close to 400. said he usually brings friends when he does it, brushing off any suggestion he's just trying to save money. Instead of cooling anything down, the back and forth just fueled more discussion, proof that whenever Ross and 50 land in the same story, the internet locks in and picks apart every detail. After Ross's comments made the rounds, the reaction was intense, and plenty weren't buying his explanation. One person called it a PR stunt to distract from underwhelming numbers, pointing out that real hit records speak for themselves without needing a headline-grabbing comment attached. Another called it one of the more embarrassing moments of his career, comparing him unfavorably to other industry figures known for chasing attention. A hip-hop media personality piled on too, saying nobody cares whether Ross got an advance from his label, and that they'd never seen someone so desperate to look like a rich boss in public.
As reactions kept stacking, one comment that really caught on simply called the whole thing an illness at this point, pretty much summing up how split public opinion had gotten. At the same time, another thread popped up as fans started comparing album numbers, some pointing out Drake's Iceman had reportedly moved around 80,000 units in its latest tracking week, while early estimates had Ross's upcoming album opening somewhere between 24,000 and 30,000, numbers that could always shift once official totals drop. Between the album comparisons, the resurfaced rivalry, and the viral clips, the headline showed zero signs of slowing. Back to Ray Daniels and the original story. One pattern that keeps showing up: people expect 50 to respond every single time Daphne Joy's name resurfaces. Like every headline eventually comes down to the same question: is 50 going to say something? Not a new dynamic either. Fans point back to when Fabulous referenced Daphne Joy in a diss track years ago, people watching just as closely then to see if 50 would answer. But look at the actual timeline, and a fair question pops up. 50 and Daphne haven't been together in well over a decade. So why is there still this expectation he weighs in every time her name comes up? Even now, the internet keeps linking their names, and every new story restarts the same conversation from zero, a pattern that shows up constantly in celebrity culture. Old relationships dragged back into the spotlight the second something goes viral.
That same debate resurfaced after Daniel said he expected a reaction from 50 on the Adin and Daphne situation specifically, sparking more discussion over whether a response was even necessary this far removed. Some fans said there's no real reason for 50 to get involved at all, given how long ago things ended. Others said his general habit of commenting on trending stuff means people expect a reaction no matter what. Worth pointing out, 50's made his own public comments about Daphne before, including calling her a sex worker. Again, that's 50's own commentary, not an established fact about her. Even with all the back and forth, the bigger question stuck around. Why does the internet keep expecting 50 to weigh in on somebody he hasn't been with in over a decade? That question honestly became almost as big a talking point as the original story. Worth noting too, framing this whole thing as being about Daphne Joy doesn't really match the fuller timeline. The tension between 50 and Diddy was already locked in long before Daphne's name entered the picture, and plenty of fans have pointed that out, arguing it's oversimplified to say any of 50's later projects or public criticism were only about one person. Separately, reports and testimony connected to Combs' federal trial sparked more online discussion involving Daphne, including claims about financial arrangements that got widely debated, claims that remain part of ongoing public reporting and commentary, not settled fact beyond what's actually been reported by credible outlets or established in court. Meanwhile, Ross kept using the moment to take more shots at 50 as part of their long-running feud, instead of showing any sympathy, still going after his rival across live streams and interviews, keeping the years-old beef fully alive. Even with all that noise, a lot of people feel like the bigger point is getting lost. It's been roughly 13 years since 50 and Daphne were together, so plenty of fans genuinely question why there's still this expectation he reacts every time her name trends. At the same time, most people recognize public disputes involving family can hit the people closest to it hardest, especially as kids get older and start noticing what's being said about their parents online, which a lot of commentators flagged as the most unfortunate part of this whole cycle. Scrolling through reactions online, plenty echoed the same sentiment. One person put it simply: 50 can't control what Daphne does, and it's not like the breakup happened 2 weeks ago. Another called the whole expectation goofy, saying even people who aren't 50 fans can't figure out why he'd suddenly care after all this time. Others questioned Daniels' original assumption entirely, pointing out 50's made comments before suggesting he genuinely wasn't concerned with who Daphne spends her time with, which to some fans makes it unlikely he flips that stance now. For now, nobody knows for sure whether 50 addresses any of this directly or just lets it pass. All anyone can do is watch and see if another twist changes the conversation again. So, was this whole situation blown out of proportion, or is there still more coming? Drop your take in the comments. And if you rocked with this one, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with other hip-hop fans so you don't miss the next breaking story. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.